My name is Sonia Molodecki, and I'm the president of Spirit Rock Resources. I wanted to provide an update on the work we did this summer to advance our projects in British Columbia. In July, myself, our chairman and Tahltan elder Jerry Asp, and our secretary-treasurer Judy Galvez spent 10 days in Tahltan Territory, which is in northwestern British Columbia. We visited each of our 5 sites in order to introduce ourselves to the land, to begin to understand and build relationship with the land, and to share our intention with our most important partner, Mother Earth. On the first day, we flew by helicopter into our Dome Mountain property. There is an ATV road, however, it's been flooded in certain areas. This property has been in Jerry's family for many years. It has 3 creeks that run through it, the Grady Creek, Dome Creek, and Goldpan Creek. There have been significant showings in these creeks over the years. However, the main source of gold remains elusive. During this time, we were also joined by our seasoned geologist who spent the next week prospecting and taking samples from the various areas and creeks in this area. We began our day with ceremony and saging to clear our minds and hearts. As we drummed to the heartbeat of Mother Earth, we acknowledged the elements around us on these beautiful lands. We gave gratitude for the wind that carries the seeds of life, the fire that warms our hearts and nurtures life, the earth that nourishes us, gives us strength, grounding, and balance, and the water that runs through our veins and through the beautiful lands, which cleanses and heals us and makes life possible for all beings. We proceeded to open ourselves to each of the 4 directions in gratitude and reverence. Next, we proceeded to acknowledge the land and share our intention for working with this land. We acknowledge our Mother Earth that gives us life, is our greatest partner and our greatest strength. We acknowledge the minerals that give sustenance and hold the balance of the earth. We thank the minerals and stones, our ancestors, for supporting us on this journey. Through our work, we commit to walking gently on your back, to give when we take, and to take only what we need and use respectfully all that we do take. To do as little damage as possible, to honor and value all aspects of your interconnected life systems, recognizing that all is alive and has immense value to the whole. We commit to working with the land, to enhance and protect, to bring the youth in to educate and show others how it's done. With love in our hearts, we commit to stewarding these lands to the best of our abilities, and we thank you for entrusting us to do so. We call upon the spirits of the minerals and of the gold, and all those assisting us with this work from a place of pure love and highest intention. Please protect us as we aim to protect you. Please guide us to the best of your abilities. Please help us to see your beauty and to better understand the magic and healing you bring to us on this earth. We come with humility and openness with love in our hearts. We lay our sacred tobacco as a gift of reverence to Mother Earth and to carry our intention to Spirit. We spent the day exploring these lands, listening to stories from Jerry of these lands and the interconnected life systems that exist here. Where the moose eat, where they mate and where they calf, where the fish spawn and where the bears hibernate. We learned about the various plant and tree medicines, about the language of nature and how to begin to remember that language once again, how to read the water and the land, the sky and the forest. We were in awe of the beauty and the oneness that Jerry shared with the land, his knowledge and wisdom, and the true understanding of the land that has been his family's home since time immemorial. As we went back to our helicopter at the end of the day, a huge bull caribou came out onto the ledge above us. Rather than running when he saw us, he stood proudly and proceeded to prance, almost as if welcoming us to the land. It was spectacular. We were grateful for the offering and the acknowledgement from the land for the work we had done this day. On the second day, we worked closely with our geologists to collect stream sediment samples from the creeks, as well as rock samples on the mountain face. There's a great deal of overburden on this property. meaning thick vegetation and moss covering, making it difficult to readily access the underlying rock for a better understanding of what's in the ground. We therefore decided to work with the trees whose roots go deep into the earth and ask them to tell us their story of what's in the ground. This was the least disruptive method that was available to us. The balsam firs are the predominant species of trees in this area. After conducting significant research into this non-invasive method, we collected bark samples from the outermost new growth branches of 13 trees at 200 meters apart in our primary area of interest. This would allow us to hone in on the source of the ore body. As the trees grow, the roots pull up minerals and nutrients they need, pushing them out to the outermost branches that are the new growth parts of the trees, in order to help them to grow strong and mature. And so by collecting the bark from the outermost trees, we were able to get a representation of the mineralization that exists in the earth. We thanked each tree for sharing its wealth and knowledge with us as we gently collected our samples, taking only what we needed. At the end of this day, we went back to meet the helicopter, and there, where we had laid our tobacco the day before, was a giant caribou antler that was left for us as a gift from the land. We thanked the land for sharing its knowledge and wisdom with us. The next site we visited was our Forest Kerr project, down in the heart of the Golden Triangle. We again introduced ourselves to the land and opened with a similar ceremony and time spent enjoying the land and listening to stories of this new and very different microclimate and ecosystem. As we were getting ready for the ceremony and beginning to drum, an eagle feather fell from the sky where we were standing. In the First Nations belief system, an eagle feather is a sign of blessings and good wishes from our Mother Earth. As we flew off in the helicopter to our next site, golden eagles flew with us across the sky. The eagle spirits were with us on this day. At our North Iskut site, which is 19 kilometers northeast of Newcrest's Red Chris mine, we were blessed to see a moose in the water that stood out to greet us. As we landed with the helicopter, a large moose antler was sitting at the site of our ceremony. We had the spirit and blessings of the moose with us on this day. At our last two sites, Samatua and Ketchum Lake, which are near the Chesley Valley, we saw a huge pack of mountain goats on the ledge come out to greet us as we were leaving. We are very pleased with the first stage of our work, which was to build a strong partnership with our most important partner, Mother Earth. We are very grateful for the blessings we receive from the land and the acknowledgement that we're doing things in the right way. As we receive the results of our samples, we'll provide further updates and work plans going forward.